All right, show them environmental update.
Yeah, so this is a proposal to do the environmental review, totaling $71,000, $71,207, that is required in order to have the $3 million grant for the dam removal and bridge reconstruction. And this will, I believe, this is not reimbursable out of the grant. This is part of our obligation, the town's obligation out of the $670,000 that we agreed at the special town meeting to cover if necessary. And I think we'll be able to, since the actual acceptance of the grant isn't going to happen until deep in third quarter or maybe fourth quarter, but with this, if we agree to accept this, which I believe we should. This will get done in time to not slow down the grant acceptances, starting with the engineering studies that need to be done. And just to back up, the engineering studies we have so far are what they were called 30% engineering studies, which just roughly outline the work that the anticipated work, how much it's going to cost, but don't go into a lot of details about, exactly for instance, in the case of the bridge, exactly, what style bridge, how much it's going to be widened, how much it's going to be raised, whether it's going to be raised at all on the west end, etc. And the dam project, they've got to go through and confirm, that there aren't any hazardous materials in the silt, and I got to say, there's a pretty high comfort level there that there's not going to be, but we need to confirm that. And so anyway, that's what this is all about.
Question I've got is number one here, the historic preservation. It goes into where they research about Indian artifacts and that type of stuff. I do believe that was probably done. That survey was probably already done on file someplace, because when they did the work to the dam last time, they had to draw permits and stuff. The next question is, I've been saying for a long time, there's nowhere near enough money to do the dam and the bridge. A few weeks ago, we had two state people, Jim and I, looked at the bridges on Greendale. The one where you go up to Jenny Coolidge, turn and go to Jenny Coolidge. We got a good report on it. He said with some maintenance, it'll be good for another 40 years. But the thing that caught my attention was, he says, to replace this bridge right now, it's $2.5 million. and it's only about half as long as this one out here. And you've got this whole bank down through here, you're gonna have to re-slope to make it work. So what I don't wanna do is, at least I don't wanna, get us started in a project where we're gonna be out there bonding for several $1,000,000 to finish the project. I don't wanna get a project started and not have enough money to do it.
Well, we're not,
And if this engineering's done, everybody's gonna wanna be full bore ahead and, like I said before, if you listen to the news, you got Burlington, you got Rutland, you got Albany. They're over $10 million in debt, each one of them. Now they finally decided they ought to pay it off. Well, they're paying interest on a lot of money. And we're just a small town. I don't think we can get anywhere near that. You got a fire department wants a few $1,000,000. You got a school system that's talking about a new school building. That's a ton of money to be thinking about.
all I can say is we had a special town meeting. The town voted, I thought, pretty overwhelmingly to pursue this project. And if after the engineering studies are done and this goes out to bid, we don't have to, if it looks like it's gonna cost that much extra money, then I think we're gonna have to have another town meeting and decide what to do.
Right.
But
And I think we promised that to the town. I think
we
did, so.
promised that to the town, and I think we have to, I think we've gotta do what they asked us to do.
Right, so we can't move forward without doing this, and the town
Absolutely.
voted for us to move forward, so we
Yeah.
kind of have to do this.
Right, that's how I feel.
But we haven't decided where that money's coming from yet,
Well,
that extra money, right?
Yeah, well, this is the 71,000, but
Right.
we have lots of, lots of sources. We've got a lot of reserve funds.
Okay,
And, we have agreed to, move on with those, use those or do some borrowing. We can make that decision. But the important thing to me here is that we've got to do what the town asked us to do.
and this does say that this timeline is with an April 3rd start, so we're already
Yeah,
behind.
exactly. So anyway, I'm gonna move approval.
I second.
Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
No.
So it started when? The timeline?
The timeline said ideally
3rd.
starting April 3rd, 2026. That's what they based all their projections on, like when they could get this section of it done, of the study. So that was, they will adjust it accordingly, I'm sure. The deadline for what?
There's no signature page.
No,
There's no
no.
deadline.
It's a land
Oh,
update.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But,
it's just like
So
social
that's the time
business.
period, you're talking about two major
Um,
things, like.
List her
yeah,
position update.
okay,
Season.
There's not
Um,
anyone here for this.
Patty, Yeah.
I haven't heard back from Fred. I contacted him
From
to
who?
see, from Fred for the limp. Is that what you're asking?
no,
No.
I'm talking
I'm
about
sorry.
Stone Environmental.
Okay, sorry.
Could you call Megan Arpino? She's the project hydrologist who sent us, and just tell her we accepted that, and,
I don't,
if she could give us a timeline on the project.
Okay, in a timeline?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dwayne has a question.
It's just a request. It seems like there's several of those copies. It's now a public document. Can I have a copy of it, please?
This Stone thing?
Yes. Thank you.
it's very interesting.
Detail. It is a good read. Thanks.
Now we got limp